What up, y'all? This is TY back with another video. Today I'm gonna do something different today. This ain't gonna be a boxing video today. Obviously I gotta cover this because I don't want to say I want to say that I used to watch the show on a regular. I haven't really been watching it like that here recently. I don't know. I just ain't been really intrigued by it. But I gotta talk about it. I gotta do it. I have to do it. But I gotta give my opinion on the whole Shannon and Skip thing. Because like I said, there was one point in time where I was really huge in the show. I think the show started back in 2016. I want to say between Shannon and Skip, and the show started then, and it was, I had always liked the show. I always enjoyed the show. I always enjoyed the topics that they talk about. And at that time, Shannon, of course, wasn't as big as he is now back then. Obviously now he has his own show on YouTube, which is doing very well. I love the interviews he's done with like Deion Sanders, with several of the football players that some of my favorite football players that he did, like Edgerrin James, Clinton Portis. So he's done interviews with rappers. He's done interviews with pretty much everybody. I'm always in tune with his interviews on his YouTube show. So right now Shannon is doing his thing, But obviously, Monday Night Football, we all know what happened with the accident that happened on the football field, where a young man, Damar Hamlin, was, he had a cardiac arrest on the field. Obviously Skip's tweet was, basically kind of saying or alluding to just, this is a big playoff game. Why, we need to figure out, how the playoffs are going to match up, who, it was kind of, it was that way, it was insensitive basically, because it seemed like he didn't care about, this young man's life. He cared more about the football game more than about this young man's life. And so Shannon wasn't on the show the other day. And then Shannon came on yesterday and pretty much told everybody the reason why he wasn't on the show. He wanted Skip to take the tweet down. Skip said he's not taking the tweet down. Shannon was upset that he kept cutting him off and basically just told him to go on to the next topic because Skip wasn't allowing him to go on to speak his monologue. And basically, the bosses, I guess allegedly Shannon was saying the bosses told him about it, and then Skip said, no, the bosses never told me anything. And then Shannon just like, all right, let's just move on. So my take on that, I think that at this point, as I've heard everybody's views. Shout out to everybody in the LDBC that spoke on it. I feel like, Ticket TV, 2 Raw, and 78, I basically feel the same way. I feel like it's time for him to move on, man. Obviously, like I just said, or like I just mentioned earlier, he's much bigger now than he was back then. So he doesn't need Skip anymore. He can do his own thing. He can talk about sports on his own platform. He can do whatever he wants to do now. He doesn't need Skip. At this point, everybody knows who Skip is at this point. Skip has always been this way. He's been critical of Russell Westbrook. He's been critical of LeBron James. He's been critical of Patrick Mahomes. He's been critical of all these countless amount, critical of Giannis. He's critical of a lot of black players, I should say, and he puts them up to this task, especially in basketball. He puts them up in this. To me, it seems like he's got this Michael Jordan stature, where these guys have to win 6 rings. They have to do everything that Michael Jordan did, but you got to understand that Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan, and there will never be another Michael Jordan. Regardless of how many players try to emulate or whatever the case may be, or try to do what he do, or even Kobe for that matter, there will never be another one, So those guys are not gonna compare to those guys. They are who they are, just like a Wilt Chamberlain or a Bill Russell. those guys are who they are, and there's not going to be another player that's going to be like them. So Skip has got these guys up on a stature, and the same way in football, he's putting Tom Brady on this big pedestal. He even called out his own co-host and supposed to be friend, Shannon Sharp, called him out and basically told him that he was jealous of Tom Brady because Tom Brady's still playing while he's not. A friend doesn't say stuff like that. A friend doesn't say things like that, but obviously Skip doesn't care. He don't care if it hurts. He don't care if it bothers at all. Obviously he doesn't care because he didn't take the tweet down. He's not going to take the tweet down. He's not going to get any punishment for this. So Shannon should leave. It's time for him to go. It's time for him to do his own thing. Obviously Skip don't care about him. So what's the point of staying around somebody that don't care about you? I understand that, he's indebted to Skip. He's forever grateful for Skip because of what Skip has done for him. But now it's time for him to go. It's really time for him to go and do his own thing. The man has always got, everything great to say about Tom Brady, but then everything negative to say about somebody else. I've heard him say bad things about Patrick Mahomes. He always goes back to, the things that somebody done did 3 years ago. He even, he criticizes Steph Curry. He can't give him props because, he failed in 2015 and 2016. That's years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for him to let Skip go. Let Skip do his own thing. Obviously Skip can't do his own thing as far as like doing his own show, by itself because it doesn't do well. Nobody cares. The only reason why people care about the show is because of Shannon. And Shannon's been popping for the last, 3-4 years, so people tune in to hear what he has to say on certain issues. So that's my take on that. I'm definitely going to start doing more videos on different topics and stuff because boxing just can't get right. It's just like it's just can't get right. It's hard. It's been hard for me to talk boxing, really, honestly. It really has. That's why I haven't been posting out videos because there really hasn't been much news going on. But I will do a video. I'm definitely going to do a video here later on today about Tank. I'm going to put that out here in the afternoon about Tank and, give y'all my opinions on that and about his fight coming up and everybody else's fight that's on the card. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Obviously, I like I said, I feel like it's time for Shannon to go. Shannon got to go. Shannon got to do his own thing. It's time for him to do his own thing and I think he's going to be successful at it. So far he's already been successful. He's had a Hall of Fame career. His YouTube channel is popping. He's got endorsements. He's got everything going for him. So I can't see why he can't. I think he's even going to be even more popular once he leaves Skip. I think that once he leaves Skip, I think he's even going to be even more bigger. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Peace.